take it down, flat on his back, it's over! And now Haney's got that fire in his eyes! I won!
I should have right? If we meet, it becomes champ.
The long-awaited grudge match is finally here. On April 20th, rivals Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney will settle scores under the bright lights of Las Vegas. We'll break down the bad blood between them, examine their styles, and make a prediction for who walks away still unbeaten. One fighter's hand will be raised as the crowd roars, but which will it be? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a fan.
I'ma beat you. I'ma beat you. I'ma beat you. Everybody know you really quiet.
Since debuting, Haney has faced progressively tougher opposition to build an electric record of 31 wins with no defeats and 15 knockouts. But more important than just the numbers is the quality of opposition Haney has faced. Early tests against experienced veterans like Mason Menard and Juan Carlos Burgos proved Haney was for real. He outboxed Menard over 8 rounds and schooled Burgos to a wide decision in just his 13th pro fight. That breakout win over Burgos, a former title challenger himself, announced Haney as a true force at lightweight.
Great night of boxing here to start a great week of boxing.
After choosing former champion Antonio Moran, in 2019, Haney decided he was ready for his first world title opportunity. He got it against former WBC champion Zaur Abdullayev in just his 19th fight.
Undefeated versus undefeated. Somebody has got to go.
Many felt it was too soon for Haney, but once again, he proved the doubters wrong. Using his legs and piston-like jab, Haney dominated over 12 rounds to capture the vacant WBC interim title by wide decision. Haney had announced his intentions to fight anyone from 135 to 140 pounds, but several fighters seemed to avoid him.
Haney, Santiago, Saturday night, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Lightweight Championship of the World.
So he remained active against the likes of former title challenger Alfredo Santiago and gatekeeper Yuriorkis Gamboa, whom Haney dropped with a beautiful right hook. Standing at a tall 5'8" inches with unusually long 71-inch arms, Haney is an awkward stylistic puzzle for any opponent. He moves exceptionally well for his height, constantly shifting angles and bouncing on his toes while maintaining an active jab. Haney also possesses underrated combinations behind that jab, mixing in right hands, uppercuts, and body shots. But what's most impressive about Haney is his fighting IQ and ability to adapt mid-fight. He seamlessly switches between boxer and counterpuncher, effortlessly slipping and rolling with opponents' punches before firing back with short, accurate counters. Haney also shows good stamina, carrying his speed and activity into the championship rounds consistently thus far.
I just think, Devin Haney got a little more skill than him, so I'm always go with the skill.
Now let's turn our attention to the challenger, Ryan King Rai Garcia. Garcia turned pro in 2016 at the age of 18 and stopped his first 15 opponents, 12 by knockout. He generated massive buzz in the division by recording highlight reel finishes, like his viral one-punch KO over Carlos Morales in 2019. Garcia was on the fast track to stardom after outpointing skilled veteran Jason Velez in 2020.
And for the face-off, fire versus ice.
Garcia got the shot at mainstream recognition against tough British contender Luke Campbell on pay-per-view. In a fight he was expected to struggle in, Garcia produced the performance of a lifetime. He hurt Campbell repeatedly in a blistering first round before detonating a picture-perfect left hook to deposit the former champion face-first onto the canvas.
Words have been exchanged. These two do not like each other and survive.
Garcia then became only the 5th fighter ever to hold the WBC interim lightweight title by beating Javier Fortuna in July of 2021. He showed maturity and patience against the cagey southpaw, breaking Fortuna down over 6 competitive rounds before the fight was waved off due to a cut. Garcia proved he could box as well as bang. Garcia fires straight punches in lightning-quick combinations behind that piston-like jab of his. He finds his range effortlessly and unloads hurtful combinations out of nowhere. More impressively, Garcia also shows impressive punch selection, sequencing his shots together nicely instead of just windmilling bombs. Defensively, Garcia has room for improvement as he is still learning, but has already shown marked progress under Reynoso. He slips and rolls punches adeptly at times. Garcia also possesses good instincts in the pocket, using shoulder rolls and upper body movement to make himself a difficult target inside. Where Garcia will always have a dangerous advantage is his dogged pressure style and electric hand speed. He relentlessly stalks his opponents, cutting off the ring while throwing huge volume. This forces opponents to stand and trade, right into Garcia's power shot counterpunching. Make no mistake, when Garcia lands cleanly, fights often end abruptly. Now, perhaps most interestingly, this fight has been marinating for years due to the fighters' well-documented competitive rivalry dating back to their amateur days.
I know these guys had a rivalry in the amateurs. They were 3-3 against each other in the amateurs. I think this is a big chance for Ryan to finally legitimize himself, but it's a tough ask, bro.
The two seemed destined to clash since emerging on the scene. This added layer of history and emotion only makes the matchup that much more compelling. Haney and Garcia traded barbs through social media, enhancing the excitement and intrigue building towards their eventual showdown.
I always said Devin Haney is an amazing fighter. Yeah, I think he'll beat Ryan Garcia. They fought stand before, 3-3. If it ever happens again, Devin Haney will take that fight.
But things escalated to another level at the media day for Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, when a brief altercation broke out between the two camps.
You're not like that, bro. You're not like that. You're not like that.
Video of the press conference scuffle shows Garcia shoving Haney as words were exchanged before security separated the fighters. Bill Haney, Devin's father and trainer, also had to be held back from getting physically involved in the fray. Needless to say, the intensity and bad blood between these stars only continue rising as fight night approaches. The competitive nature and emotions both guys have towards one another promise a prideful, all-action affair come April 20th.
I'm not surprised, and Devin works extremely hard. I'm looking forward to the fight because I think it's going to be a great fight.
Neither fighter wants to leave their hierarchy in the sport up for debate. Only one man can hold the title of King of the 135-pound division after all is said and done in the desert. When analyzing betting odds, based purely on statistics and resumes, this fight is about as close to dead even as possible. Both men have legitimate paths to victory and cause for concern. Garcia's dynamite power is undeniably dangerous, and just one shot could end the night abruptly. But Haney's technical prowess and counterpunching make him a difficult night's work for any opponent as well.
Ryan gonna come prepared, big right hand, big left hook, facing something this time, making a more interesting fight. But Dev got too much fun.
Looking specifically at styles and matchups, Haney's best strategy will be to use his legs to circle the outside ring while scoring often with that piston-like jab of his. He needs to stick and move, sticking combinations together before pivoting out at angles to keep Garcia guessing. Haney also cannot get complacent and needs to remain defensively responsible, wary of Garcia's lightning hands at all times. For Garcia, the key will be pressuring Haney constantly to cut off his lateral movement. He cannot allow Haney to dance around him all night or risk losing a decision. Garcia will need to establish his jab early to walk Haney onto counters. Pressing Haney back against the ropes is his best chance to sit down on his power shots. However, Garcia also cannot become reckless or lazy defensively.
He proved it against Tank, even though he lost. Did he really lose? If he fights Haney, it's going to be another huge fight for him and for Haney.
Haney is a sharp and accurate counterpuncher who has never been staggered. One mistake could leave Garcia susceptible to Haney's beautiful combinations.
Wow, easy. Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia easy.
Devin Haney beats Ryan just like he beat Progress.
No way.
Absolutely.
He will need to slide off angles while keeping a tight defensive guard. It's also imperative that neither man allows outside influences or pressure to get in their head ahead of such a monumental clash. Both Garcia and Haney are still young and evolving, with bright futures ahead regardless of the outcome. But this rivalry has been brewing for so long that emotions are sure to boil over come fight night. Poise and composure under fire will be a deciding factor, especially for Garcia as he aims to dethrone the established champion. Haney needs to continue demonstrating the poised, veteran-like approach he's shown thus far in his career. Staying centered mentally could give either fighter the edge they need late in tough rounds. When sizing up what may unfold, it's nearly impossible to pick a definitive winner given all the intriguing factors in play. Both have clear paths to victory and also question marks to overcome. A predicted outcome for this observer is that we're in for at least 12 rounds of two warriors giving their all. It's tough to go against the champion here. While Garcia's power demands respect, Haney has faced better opposition during his step-up process.
I do think Haney wins the fight, in my opinion. I think Haney's a great fighter. I think he's just been tested at a high level.
His technical prowess, defense, and high ring IQ have never let him down against world-class foes. Look for Haney to outwork Garcia over the championship distance, perhaps by the slimmest of margins, to retain his WBC title. Tune in for our full fight preview. Don't miss a minute of the action. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a fan, and join us on the 20th for boxing history.